हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू पाकिस्तानी रिएक्शन। तो कैसे हैं आप सब? मेरा नाम है मुदस्सिर।
मैं मुबशिर। सो गाइस, फॉरेनर्स आए हैं भारत और भारत का रियल फूड ट्राई करके पागल हो गए हैं। और आपको पता है पूरी दुनिया में चर्चे हैं भारत के फूड के।
ये तो है।
और भारत आकर लोग ये मोस्टली ट्राई करते हैं। कुछ लोग भारत आते ही लोग फूड के लिए
फूड
भाई,
के लिए, ये
मतलब फॉरेनर हो गए। तो बिना किसी देरी के देखते हैं कौन करते हैं रिटर्न एंड स्टार्ट।
In this video,
I'm almost getting run over.
we made it to Mumbai, India.
This bread,
Mumbai.
you're right. It's awesome.
This is our first time in India,
Everyone we talked to said we need to try this.
and we're going to try all the food this country has to offer.
We are traveling around India, making a multi-video series through this epic country. This is both of our very first times visiting India, and we were lucky enough to be staying with our friend for the first few nights in Mumbai to help us dip our toes into Indian culture. Thank you, Shruti. The very first Indian meal we ate was a home-cooked vegetarian Maharashtrian amati dal. Maharashtra is the state of India we are currently in, along the western coastline. And yes, India has 28 states with different cultures, languages, and cuisine. This breakfast was delicious and a great start to fuel us before exploring this city.
Gateway of India, right there. That's the gate to India. If you go out, you're in Europe. If you come back in, you're in India.
The last British occupancy left there in 1948. It's the gateway of India.
That's where they walked out of the country, like bye-bye.
This area is just for the gateway to look at. It's caged in, so if a mass panic breaks out,
There's
we
the
have
Taj
to jump.
Mahal.
Yeah, the Taj Mahal is right there. It's the Taj Mahal Hotel, the most famous one of the city.
And apparently the building architecture is patented, so no one can replicate that.
We looked it up. It started around 500 euros per night.
A little higher than our budget.
With all of that newfound knowledge and exercise, we built up an appetite, timed perfectly for lunch. For lunch, we went back up north to the Varsova area of Mumbai. This restaurant offers a curry tasting, so we could test out different types of curry bases before ordering larger portions. This was honestly perfect for noobs like us to try and have someone explain to us a few of the many curry flavors of India.
All right, so we are at a South Indian restaurant here in Mumbai with our lovely friend Shruti. We are doing a curry sampler right now. We just tried a whole bunch of different curries. The majority of these were completely vegetarian based, and you can put your own protein in there if you want chicken, if you want lamb. And this was a mutton base, which is a lamb base. I think we all liked this one the most, which was like a coconut onion based red curry. What was that one called again?
Madras curry.
It all tastes so good. And then we have a coconut rice, a tamarind rice, and a lemon rice. So the point of this is you could just sample it and see which one you want, and then you order the main meal. You can order the main with rice or any of the bread. There's more than just naan in Indian food, so we're gonna try a little bit of decisions. We'll make a decision.
We put in our order for the curries and enjoyed some starters while we waited. We ordered some veg and non-veg starters, as they say in India, and Phil is trying out a vegetarian jackfruit cutlet, the first time this German is eating jackfruit.
I love just eating with my hands, and I can't wait for the meat to come out.
The beauty of Indian cuisine is there are a ton of vegetarian dishes that are actually flavorful and delicious. A large amount of the Indian population is vegetarian, so it's very easy to find hearty vegetarian dishes. As an omnivore myself, I didn't miss the meat in some of these dishes. They were much better than the vegetarian bean burger patties that I've tried in the past in the USA. We ordered two other starters, paru puvada, which is a lentil-based fritter, and kotu parota, which is a type of street food dish consisting of shredded parota tossed with egg, spices, and gravy.
I like a lot. It's super soft chicken, like so slow cooked, and just super nicely flavored with the sauce on top. Can't go wrong with that.
And after devouring our starters, we were ready for the main courses.
All right, so we decided on two curries. We got a vegetarian and a non-veg. We went with the Madras curry here, this coconut one, with chicken, boneless chicken, and then we got this chettinad curry, which is made with black pepper base, and it's a vegetarian one. And I'm gonna start with this one. These bowls are pretty hot. Just gonna move it closer so I don't spill. And I'm gonna scoop some on here. And this is your favorite type of bread.
Malabar paratha.
Malabar paratha. This is flaky, beautiful bread. Look at this. It's freshly made. It feels so good. It's a little oily, and I'm excited to just dig into this. So here we go.
Right, that's how you eat.
It's this coconut-based curry with some spices in there. Not too spicy or anything though. And it's so good. This bread, you're right, it's awesome. We have two other types of breads that Phil will give a try afterwards, but this so far,
At this point, Phil is foaming at the mouth, so he gives the veg chettinad curry a try. This version is more black pepper based with vegetables like carrots, green beans, cauliflower, and Phil found a potato.
Oh, is that a potato? I think I might have found a potato.
His first curry vehicle of choice is the appam.
It's very thin. It reminds me a little bit of a lighter version of the bread you get in African restaurants. Very spongy flavor. It's very nice.
Appam is a thin style of pancake bread made of rice batter and coconut milk.
I got the ratio here right. That looks good. Very nice. The bread does not have a very strong flavor itself. It's more of the vehicle to transport the curry into your mouth.
That's all you need.
We also ordered an idiyappam, which is popular in South India. It's rice flour pressed into noodles and steamed into this round disc-like shape. This one allowed the curry to soak through the noodle cracks, and it was honestly so much fun trying these different vehicles to transport the curry. We thoroughly enjoyed this meal and definitely over-ordered, but there's always room in our stomachs for dessert, or at least in my stomach.
So we have here Mysore pak, which is made with ghee, flour, sugar, and cardamom. This is a dessert from South India, and it's apparently going to melt in my mouth. Let's give it a try. It's just dissolving. It tastes a little bit like cookie dough almost. Wow, this is nice. A nice sweet ending to our delicious meal.
At this point, we were sufficiently stuffed and wanted to see more of the city. We hopped on a rickshaw and made our way down to Bandra, a coastline suburb of Mumbai. Not everywhere was walking friendly.
I can't say I'm a fan of the honking.
But we just loved walking around and wanted to get a feel of different areas of the city.
So this area is Bandra, and we just passed Mehboob Studios, which is like a film studio apparently. The architecture is a little different, also the vibe. We're in this back street, way chill compared to the main streets. Apparently there's a lot of Portuguese influence here, that's why the buildings look a little different. It's one of the most wealthy areas of Mumbai. I don't know, this street, people are just walking their dogs, and it's just surprising how calm this area is compared to the rest.
Mumbai is a hub for the Bollywood film industry, and as we walk through Bandra, we pass some murals of iconic Bollywood actors and actresses. Some of these streets are unreal and feel as if we're walking through a movie set.
Well, this whole area is very tight, very tight.
And let's just say we definitely hit our step goal today, since we walked around until well after sunset, seeing some of these sights. Like some of the many churches still standing today in Bandra West, we even passed some Bollywood celebrity apartments and strolled along the Beach Walk Park, all while building up an appetite for our final meal of the day.
Alright, so for dinner we're in this other restaurant right in the heart of Mumbai. It's a Maharashi restaurant, and this is South Indian cuisine, Maharashi cuisine, and Goa cuisine. And we have a couple of dishes. We started out with these nice green looking dumplings, rissois de paneer or rissois de paneer. These are cottage cheese puffs, which are filled with a mixture of cottage cheese, cooked in milk, onion and green chili paste. So very common vegetarian option here. But let's go with these cottage cheese puffs. Very nice, it's pretty hearty. It's not really spicy, but it's really spiced, you know, it's very flavorful. The cottage cheese itself does not taste just like cottage cheese, but kind of like enhanced cottage cheese. You can taste the onions, you can taste a little bit of pepper and spices in there, and then this nice green chili paste that is kind of like in the batter, I guess. They're super nice.
So a second appetizer we got is called bombil, which translates to Bombay duck, which is not a duck at all. I thought it was going to be a duck. It's actually a fish. It's a deep fried battered fish. It's a type of lizard fish that's very common here, and it's often served with a chutney. There's a few chutneys we have here and spices, but we have this one here. I'm going to go ahead and put it on, this nice fish. Give it a try. Here we have it, our nice battered fish. Everyone we talked to said we need to try this if we're in Mumbai, so here we go. Yum. All I'm tasting is the minced chutney, and it's so good. But it has a nice deep fried vehicle to shove into my mouth. So here's a nice fish piece, deep fried. It's usually marinated a bit. And our friend who is from here said that even vegetarians know about this dish, even if they've never eaten it, because the smell is so strong.
Oh.
The smell process of cooking it. Now that it's cooked, it's not too strong and potent. Well, that's quite nice. I'm from South Carolina. I'm a sucker for battered, deep fried food. It's my guilty pleasure, and I really like this.
Quick bite of the fish. Oh,
हमारा तो सीधा खाना
so
चलता है।
soft, very crunchy, and then it just
Yeah,
melts in your
melts in
mouth.
your
The
mouth.
fish part really melts. Very oily, but that's a nice feeling. It
नहीं, ये
just
वैसे
becomes
कल्चर
this
है ना स्टार्टर वगैरह वाला।
flavor explosion of oil with fish taste. Very nice. So for our main dish, and basically the reason why we came here, we have this beautiful white curry. It is called Kolhapuri Pandara Rasa, which literally translates to white curry. But it is a white gravy with meat. So it is meat in coconut milk, green chilies and almond paste, flavored with spices. And then you have the choice between chicken and mutton. And we've gotten the mutton version.
Yes, and they served it in these little bowls for us as well. They serve every dish, honestly.
So very common in these slightly better restaurants is that they come and serve your food for you. Very interesting. But here it is. It kind of looks like a pale gravy, which it is, with the meat in there. All the rice here is always flavored with something, which I really like too. And then what is this bread called?
Chapati.
And a chapati bread. So it's gonna give it a go without any side. Piece of mutton meat right there. And I hope it's good. Kind of has the consistency of a very creamy soup. Like it's fairly fluid and also tastes a little bit like a soup. One thing I absolutely love about the Indian food is everything with bread. I don't even really need the rice. I love it with bread, man. Dipping is just fun, isn't it? It goes so well with any curry and apparently also any gravy.
All right, so I'm gonna give this one a try. I like lamb, and lamb is often a protein option here, so. And it melts in your mouth. That is a nice piece of meat. It just falls apart, very good. The white curry itself isn't crazy flavorful. It's also not very spicy at all.
भाई इसी के साथ हुई वीडियो खत्म, हम इधर ही बेहोश हो जाएंगे, हमसे और नहीं देखा जाएगा।
यार मैंने सच में बताऊं,
ये मैंने इसमें जितनी भी डिशेस देखी है मैंने आज तक नहीं देखी लाइफ में।
एक आध जो कोकोनट चटनी सी और
यार
सारा
कोकोनट
कुछ हमें
चटनी
पता
थी
था,
किधर भाई?
थी ना,
मतलब वो तो अंदर
हाँ,
फ्लेवर था कोकोनट मिल्क का।
मतलब इसमें
हाँ,
इन्होंने
ये
जो कुछ
डिशें
खाया ना,
मैंने
हमने
नहीं
लाइफ
देखी।
में पहली दफा
हम ये
देखा।
पहली बार जिंदगी में डिशें देख रहे हैं।
वो पनीर वाला वो कुछ था, पता नहीं क्या था, वो क्या बनाया था, मैंने पहली दफा देखा, मैंने सच में पहली दफा
कितनी
देखा
तरह की
यार।
भारत में डिशेस हैं, कुजीन्स हैं, मुझे गिनते गिनते हम
यार
बेहोश हो जाएंगे यार।
हम लोग ये समझते हैं ना कि इंडिया में ज्यादा तो लोग जो है ना वेजिटेरियन है और वो इस तरह खाते होंगे, लेकिन जो नॉन वेज की भी वैरायटी मिल रही है और जो वेज की भी जो वैरायटी है उसमें भी पता है
हजारों वेज की मिलेंगी तो हजारों नॉन वेज
की भी मिलेगी यार। और ये मैं हैरान हो जाता हूँ जिस तरीके से ये मतलब डिशें है यार, हैरान हो जाता है बंदा, इतनी कमाल की डिशें है यार,
फर्स्ट टाइम देखी।
सही बात है यार।
और ये भी खा के उन्होंने फुल एंजॉय
खाने के लिए आए हैं।
गाइस आपको कैसी लगी बताना, अपना बहुत ज्यादा ख्याल रखना। तो यार